All right. So the purpose of this video is for you to understand what is the number one enemy of the nice guy. It appears as if nice guy didn't have any enemies because nice guy is nice, he's polite, he's good to everyone, so everyone likes him, right? On the outside, yes, this might appear like that. Yeah, well, actually, he actually wants to try to create this image, right? It's not true at all, but he wants to create this perfect image that he's perfect and he loves everyone and he's a lovable person. But when you look inside, when the nice guy looks inside, there is one thing which is his biggest enemy and it's making his life miserable right from the beginning. So the purpose of this video is for you to have a look at this. What is this thing that makes nice guy's life miserable and what you can do with that? You can, in fact, you can do it right now. You can do it right at the end of this video. So what nice guy does, or a person who's running a nice guy pattern, as I call it, is that he wants to be nice, right? He wants to be nice compulsively. It's not that he makes a decision that he wants to be good, he wants to be loving, he just goes out and he's giving. For nice guy, especially when the nice guy pattern is activated, he wants to be nice because for him it's a matter of survival. If he's not nice, people will judge him. If he's not polite, people will be raising eyebrows, wondering what's wrong with this guy. And for a person who's running a nice guy pattern, this is deadly, right? Internally, because internally he starts to question his worth and he starts to question his first biggest fear, which is, what if I'm not okay the way I am? What if there is some part of me that's really bad, maybe really evil, maybe really out of control, whatever that is? What if there is this part of myself that just wants to hurt people and I don't want to be that? I don't want to be hurting people. I don't want to be toxic. So instead of dealing with this fear, he will try to suppress it down and he will just try to be nice. Now, the interesting thing about this that he doesn't that when it takes a long time for him to actually discover that he's doing this. Massive majority of the people who run the nice guy pattern are in extreme denial. No, I'm just nice because I genuinely believe in that. I genuinely believe in that. It's just that they're pissed off when they don't get returned what they gave out, right? So the problem is that they are giving responsibility in the first place. When you tell them about white lies, I had this discussion with a friend of mine. He's a massive nice guy, and he even knows it. He makes jokes of it. We were talking about white lies, right? When you lie to someone because you want to save them from pain. When you lie to someone in order to create comfort for them. This is what's called the white lie. He was trying to convince me until he was blue in the face that it's justified, he must do that, and it's an expression of love. And it didn't matter that he was the only one in the room with this opinion. He simply believed this stubbornly, and he wanted to keep his idea, because if he weren't lying, especially to his mom and to his family and to his friends and to people around him, then he would have to experience tension, right? Because sometimes when truth is uncomfortable, there's a certain amount of emotional tension that goes with it. But when truth is uncomfortable and it's out, it can be cleared. And a new balance can be created and restored around the truth. So life is easier. Life is actually easier. Even though it's difficult in the beginning, then it gets easier. It's the same like when you have a thorn in your hand. When you have a thorn here and you don't take it out because it hurts, and you will lie to yourself that it's not that bad, which is something called in that psychology calls rationalizing pain. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just like a big swollen fucking thing above it. Like, what's the big deal? And it goes bigger and it goes bigger and it goes bigger. When the problem is big enough, it hurts as fuck. So what you have to do is to take the thorn, pull it out, experience a little bit of pain, and then go through healing. Nice guys aren't willing to do this. They aren't willing to experience a little bit of pain, a little bit of emotional tension in order to restore their lives and in order to experience better lives with their women, with their bosses, with their colleagues, with their friends, with their family, with anyone. What they're doing is that they are rationalizing the pain and they are saying that they're doing it for them. They're doing it out of love. They're doing it out of their open, open arms, wanting to make this world a better place through lying. And of course, inevitably, if someone does this, what inevitably must happen is that there is this massive burden on their shoulders. There's so much stuff to carry, right? Like all these lies, all these shuffles with what have I said to this person, what it means, what have I said to this person, what it means, how can they even get along, will I have to save them from conflict. And nice guys do this in the family. They are the kind of the pillow between the family members. They do it with their friends, and it's just exhausting. It's super exhausting. So to come back to the topic today, the number one enemy of the nice guy is rejecting responsibility and transferring responsibility. Simply the responsibility game. Nice guys are believing that they are responsible for other people's emotions, other people's maybe thoughts, and other people's behaviors. When other people behave a certain way, nice guys can feel guilty. And at the same time, the other way around, when you flip the polarity on the other side, when nice guys find a girlfriend and the girlfriend is beautiful or she's behaving a certain way, nice guys feel as if it were themselves, right? So they really don't have clear boundaries between what is me and what is you. What is me emotion and what is your emotion? They mix the two, right? So if I'm running a nice guy project and I see someone who is in pain, who is feeling ashamed, who is feeling sad, my immediate reaction, intuitively, right, in terms of how I'm conditioned, my immediate reaction will be, how do I save this person from him having to go through what he goes through? How do I save him from that pain? I won't be just able to be there, look at him, create container for him, and support him or her in order to process whatever they have to. They can't stand that, right? Because they expect that other people will do the same for them. So, long story short, there is this play of responsibility that nice guys are doing, and it prevents them from moving on. It prevents them from healing. They take responsibility for other people's pain when they hear the truth, which to me, if you hear it, it's mind blowing. If you live it, if you experience it, it feels normal. That's why I'm doing these videos. So that this stuff that's happening unconsciously, that's happening on autopilot, so you can be aware of it. It's mind blowing that nice guys will lie in order not to make another person experience pain because of what actually is happening in reality, right? Inevitably, again, they will experience other people doing the same for them. So they will be pissed at them by being direct, being bold. That's why nice guys hate people who are bad boys, who appear arrogant, while they're just assertive. That's why when nice guys start to do the recovery, the first thing that they start experiencing is that they're arrogant, they're bad, they're evil, all this stuff for them, their stick is so much bent in a different direction, like it's like this. How do I create this? They are like this in terms of how bent is their perception of reality. So in order for them to get here, they have to do this, right? I don't mean by this that they have to be bad, or they have to be evil, or they have to, turn into arrogant fuckers. What I'm saying is that they have to start stepping into tension and start feeling the tension and feeling what the tension is telling them, and notice how the perceived arrogance that they see on themselves is actually not arrogance, but the normal way of functioning. Like, I'm not smiling now. Does it mean that I'm pissed off? No. I can smile, but I don't feel like smiling, so I'm not smiling. And for nice guys, this is. I mean, for the extreme nice guys who have the fake smile in any tension, this is unimaginable, right? For people who never flirted with a woman or who never bantered with men, this is something like to tell that for them to poke into someone, to tell a guy, make fun of him, and dude, like, your pink shirt looks like you just came from a Pride festival. Did you go to Pride to manifest or something? Or to tell a girl that they like her, hey, I like her, I think you're hot. For them, this is unimaginable. They would feel arrogant. But the thing is, it's not arrogant. Like they're not arrogant. They're just feeling shame, maybe guilt, maybe self-judgment for these things that are in the end of the day beautiful and normal. So the nice guy's number one biggest enemy is avoiding responsibility and not taking responsibility for himself. So if you are a nice guy pattern, here's what I have for you. You are responsible for your emotions and your emotions only. You are responsible for your emotions and your emotions only. You are responsible for your thoughts and your thoughts only. Going one layer above that, if you are running a nice guy pattern, nothing is wrong with you. You are okay exactly the way you are. Okay, there is nothing wrong with you. You're not bad. You're not evil. You don't have to become what other people want you to become. You need to become who you want to be. You need to connect with your own burning desire, which is what it is that you want to experience, that you want to achieve. And there is no judgment about what that is whatsoever. Whether you want to go to wild experiences with in dating, or you want to create wild experiences in business, or you want to be the most normal person in the world and have a relation. I mean, I'm not judging people with relationships, not I made it sound like that. But if you are a person who wants a relationship, whatever is your thing, connect with that which is yours and go after it. Everything you're experiencing, all these fears that you might be wrong, you might be broken, you might be fucked up, whatever, is just an emotion. Emotion is carried through emotional tension. That's why you hate tension, because when you find yourself in it, all these emotions start to come up. And because you don't have to process the emotion, you will avoid it, right? So first thing, you are okay exactly the way you are, right? Second thing, you don't need to become what other people want you to become. You need to become what you feel you want to become, right? And three, you are responsible for your emotions and your emotions only. And you are responsible for all your emotions, even the unconscious ones. You are responsible for all your behaviors, even the unconscious one. And you are responsible for all your thoughts, even the unconscious one. So when they start come up, this belief will help you to allow yourself to feel them and not run away from them because they're yours, right? They're yours. And the fourth thing is that they are just thoughts. They are just emotions. They are as real as a fart in this room. It doesn't feel good, but the moment I open the window and let them go, it's gone, right? And this is your job. This is what it's your responsibility to take them, to allow yourself to feel them, to welcome them, and to let them go. If you don't do it, you will run away from tension for another, I don't know how many years. There are people who keep doing this for decades. I was doing it for decades, and I'm 32 now. So there are many, many people in the world that have a lot to catch up. There are people in their 60s, in their 70s that are taking courses to get rid of their nice guy pattern, and they're successful. Because getting rid of your nice guy pattern is not a matter of your genetics, of your DNA, or some extraterrestrial activity or whatever. It's a matter of choice. And the choice starts with you taking responsibility for where you are. Okay? So if you are not content with where you are, go to bymaros.com/book now and book the session with me, and we will have a look where you are at right now. What is your burning desire where you want to go? What is the you that you want to create? And if I can help, I will show you how to do the switch between these two. Okay, we'll make a step-by-step game plan to go from where you are today, from those stuff that does not work to where you want to be. And that's it. So if that's you, go to bymaros.com/book now and book the session with me today. So otherwise, or anyway, I'm going to see you soon in another live stream. And until then,